Now, my friends, dimensions don't always live in dimension tables. Sometimes they sneak into fact tables as descriptive informations. Our job is to spot those sneaky dimensions inside the facts and pull them out into real dimensions. So let's go and find them.
Well, let's see.
So now what we're going to do, we're going to go and inspect our fact sales to see whether we have dimensions inside this table. Let's go to the table view in order to inspect. Now, as we learned at the start, fact table is going to contain a lot of IDs, dates, and numbers. So let's see whether this is the case. Yes, we have a lot of IDs at the start. We have the dates, we have the numbers, but as well, we have a lot of text over here. This is a big alarm. Now, usually text and string columns, they're used in order to describe something. And this is exactly the job of the dimensions, not the facts. So that means, my friend, all those columns are actually good candidates for dimensions, and it makes no sense to leave them inside our facts. And this happens a lot in real projects where you think, okay, this table has an event, it is transactions, we have dates and stuff, but still it has as well, same time, a lot of description. So that's why it's time to extract all those dimensions from the facts and make our fact clean, and as well, we gotta get some useful dimensions. So now, of course, the question is, what we're gonna do with all those informations? Do we have here one dimension, 2, 3? Well, this depends on the relationship between those columns. So now let's see what do we have over here. We have promotion code. So it is a code that is used maybe for some sales. We have the order channel, in store, online, phone, the order status. We have information about the payment methods, credit card, PayPal, and so on, the card network, and the card type. Now, your main job is to spot the columns that relate to each other's. And from looking at this, I can say the payment methods, the card network, and the card type, all those 3 columns are actually related to each other's, and they are perfect in order to make a dimension. And this dimension, of course, gonna be the payment dimension. The order status and the order channel promotion code, they are not related to the payment methods. So that's why I would not go and connect those stuff to our new dimension. Now, of course, the big question is, how are we gonna split? Well, again, that means we need to transform the data, and for that we have the Power Query. So let's go there. We don't use Power Query only to merge things, as well to split things. So now there are like multiple ways on how to do it. I usually do it like this. Now the thing is, we don't have the dimension yet inside our data model. So either you're gonna go and get it from the CSV file, or you can go and duplicate the fact sales, which I think it is way easier than just like loading the data again. So I'm gonna go and duplicate the fact sales, and then I'm gonna give it the name, dimension, it's gonna be the payments. So this is duplicate from our fact sales. And of course, I don't need all those columns, right, for the payments. I just need the last 3. So what we do, we're gonna go and select everything and say, go and remove the columns. With that, I got only the 3 columns that I need for the payments. Now comes something really important to do. Those informations usually gonna have a lot of duplicates. So look at the first 2 rows, they are just the same. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go over here and say, remove the duplicates. So with that, each row is unique. And this is very important for the dimensions in order to get one-to-many relationship with the facts. Now, look at this, what we are missing. We need the ID for the dimension in order to connect it with the facts. We don't connect things using text. And in order to generate an ID, it's going to be very simple. We're going to go and add a column, and then we add an index column. It's going to be a sequence of number for each row. So we're going to go over here and say, okay, start from 1. And with that, we have a nice ID. I'm just going to go and bring it to the start, and then what we're gonna do, we're gonna go and rename it like all others. So we're gonna say payments ID. Now look at this. If you go and compare it to any other dimensions that we have, this is exactly a nice dimension that we could use in our model to do filtering and all other stuff. Again, very important that we have an ID and that data is unique. We don't need many-to-many relationships. So this is how you build a dimension out of facts, but we are not done yet. We have to connect now the dimension to our facts. So if you go to the fact sales, and you can see that in the fact we are always connecting the dimensions using IDs, and we need the same thing actually for the payments. So actually we don't need all those informations in the fact, we just need the payment ID. Now how are we gonna do it? This is gonna sound a little bit weird, but we have to merge now the fact sales with the dimension payments just in order to get the payment ID. I know this sounds strange that we are splitting and then combining, but only with this you're gonna get a clean model later in the next layers. so that it is easy to connect and as well easy to use later in the reports. So now what we're going to do, we have to go and merge things. So the first is going to be the fact sales. The second is going to be the new dimension, the payments. Of course, the question is how you're going to go and connect those two tables. We're going to use the three columns. So we need the payment methods, the card network, and the card type. Same thing from the first table, from the fact. We're going to use those three columns. So we have to connect all those columns in order to get the payment ID. And of course, it's going to work because they are actually the same columns. Again, we're going to use only the left outer join. This looks good. Let's go and hit OK. Now we got the whole dimension in the facts. We don't need that. We just need only one thing, the payment ID. So let's go and select it and say OK. Look at this. We have it already here. Let's go and rename it. So this is going to be payment ID. And what we're going to do, we're going to go and put it side by side by all other columns, right? It deserves now its place. So I'm just going to go and put it at the end. Now look at this. It looks clean. We have customer ID, product ID, store ID, and the payment ID. The last step that we have to do is to clean up. So we don't need any more those three columns. I'm going to go and delete them. So right click and remove. So it's going to be over here. Now look at this. Our fact is clean. And with that, I'm going to say we successfully extracted a dimension out of facts. We have, of course, other informations, but we have now less descriptions in the facts. Now the last step, we have, of course, still some text, but we're going to do that as a second step. Now let's go and save and close, then apply all the changes. All right. So with this, we got a new dimension, our dem payments, and as well, Power BI did connect it correctly. So things looks really nice. We have one-to-many relationship, and as well the direction is correct. You can see we are getting the shape of the star, right? If I just move things like this, fact in the middle and surrounded by dimensions, and everything is pointing to our facts. So now, of course, we are not done yet. We still have some descriptive informations inside our facts. So the promotion code, the order channel, and the order status. Now the big question is, how are we going to extract those informations? Do they relate to each other's? Now if you look closely, you would not have the feeling those informations actually relate to each other. So the promotion code has nothing to do with the order channel. Same thing for the order status. So they are actually three different pieces of informations in the facts, and all three together will not form a dimension, and they are not related enough to go and bring them together into one dimension. So now how are we going to solve this? You're going to find in some projects that people say, you know what, for each column we're going to go and create a dimension. So they start splitting each of those columns inside the fact and build a dimension and create for it an ID. And over the time, you're going to find in their star schema a lot of mini dimensions around the facts, one dimension, one column, and so on. And I think this is really overreacting. So this is going to be a lot of work if you have a lot of columns inside the facts. And this is usually the thing in projects. Fact tables are usually big tables and they have a lot of status columns. So how are we going to solve this? We don't want it inside the fact, right? Well, the solution for this, something called a junk dimension. A junk dimension, it is a small dimension that bundles several unrelated low-level flags. So all those junk or garbage, let's say, columns that are actually not related to each other's and take space inside the facts, we're gonna go and bundle them into a junk table, a junk dimension. And each time you find a new flag that is unrelated for anything, you're gonna go and put it in this junk dimension. So this is the best practices in dimensional modeling or building a star schema to put all unrelated informations into one dimension. So now let's go and see how we're gonna do it. So that means, my friends, all those three columns are gonna go into a new dimension. So how we're gonna do it? So same thing as we done with the payments. We're gonna go to the Power Query. We're gonna repeat the same steps. So we're gonna go and duplicate the fact table and we're gonna give it a name. So here the official name, people are gonna go and call it like dimension junk, or I usually go and use a friendly name, so dimension flags. Well, it doesn't matter which one you're gonna use. It is just the idea. So what we're gonna do, same thing. We don't need all those informations. We just need the unrelated columns. So remove the columns. And now comes something really important to do with that. So we have here a lot of nulls inside the junk dimension and we have to handle it. Otherwise, the join or the merge with the fact sales will not work. So this is very critical. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go and right click on it and say replace values. So instead of nulls, we're gonna say unknown, or you can say, okay, So any string value that you want, like unknown or not available, let's go and hit OK. So this looks way better. Now only then we're gonna go and remove the duplicates. So make sure to select everything and then go over here, remove duplicates. Nice. Now things are unique. The last step, we're gonna go and add a column. So we're gonna add an index that starts from 1 and then move it to the start. We're gonna call you the flag ID. So this is our junk dimension. Everything is ready. We have a lot of unnecessary informations together, but it is not that big. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to the fact sales and connect the junk to the facts. But we have to be very careful since we're gonna use all those 3 columns in the joins. They must match. And now the promotion code will not work, right? Because here we have nulls and in the junk we have the unknown. That's why we have to handle this as well. So we're gonna go and say, okay, replace values. If you are null, then you are unknown. Let's hit okay. Nice. Now we're gonna go and connect things using the merge. So we're gonna go to the right side and select those 3 columns and connect it to our junk dimension. Same thing. We just need the flag ID in the dimension, right? So left join and let's hit okay. So with this, we got the dimension as a table, but all what we need is the flag ID. So I'm gonna go and deselect everything and say flag ID, and look at this, it is working. So before I move it, I'm gonna go and call it flag ID, and this junk as well deserves its place near the other dimensions. So I'm gonna go and move it to the left side, but I'm gonna go and put it at the end. So look at this, we have the flag ID, the junk, and on the right side, now we're gonna go and remove all those stuff. So right click on it, remove the columns. Now look to our facts. We have over here a lot of IDs, then we have the dates, and we have numbers, and all the junk now inside a junk dimension. So this looks really clean. Now let's go and close and save. Everything is loaded correctly. Let's go to the model. Now we have our junk dimension. I'm gonna put it here on top, and you go down, and we have to make sure this is one-to-many relationship and the correct direction. So my friends, I'm really happy with the results so far. With this, we have extracted a new 2 dimensions out of the facts. So we have a really solid dimension called the payment. All the columns relate to each others, but as well, we have a lot of junk dimensions, a lot of unrelated flags. We bundled everything together into one dimension and connected back to the fact sales. So this is really amazing. I always keep my eyes on the directions of the filters, the cardinalities, just to make sure that we have a clean star schema in order to do analytics.